What was your reaction to this sentence today, that the judge basically gave them the maximum that they could get?
It was a foregone conclusion. It would have taken extraordinary courage and turning her back on politics and turning her back on the world watching to give them anything less than the maximum sentence. That was absolutely going to happen. There is something so compelling about the loss of a child. And when the courtroom is filled with that raw emotion, the judge, I believe, was going to do whatever they asked.
Mark, we've seen other school shootings. We've seen parents who haven't been charged. This not the case. What is the message to parents across the country?
Well, these facts were just very unique. I mean, these jurors found that these parents missed repeated warnings. They also aided him by giving a gun to someone, essentially making that available to him when he was not mentally stable. So the message then is, parents, you need to know your kids, even though we really don't know our kids. You really need to find out, because if they do something this extraordinary, this heinous, you will be held accountable.
What are you hearing just from other prosecutors about this really being a precedent, and that this is something going forward when you have an instance like this where there are school shootings or just a shooting involving where the shooter is a teenager, is a child, that this is something prosecutors around the country are going to be doing, that they will go after the parents?
With 100% certainty, prosecutors will use this as precedent, and they should, if the facts warrant it. You know, most kids, most school shooters don't announce it to people around them before they do it. So the question is, how close to that can you get? If the signs are there and parents should have known, and jurors feel like we're getting close to culpable negligence, not just mere negligence, which is what's required to sue someone in civil court to get money. We're talking about criminal negligence. That's what jurors found. If it gets to that point, then I think prosecutors will not hesitate to prosecute someone, especially because victims' families now know there is precedent.